Hi you guys, it's Claire again, and I'm here to talk to you about Jetoj and kind of how I got started and how I got started in music actually. So Jetoj actually came out of a project that I did that was revolved around being an entrepreneur. I went to Lawrence University and I was in the Conservatory of Music, and I took the great class there my senior year called the Entrepreneurial Musician. So what that meant was that I was creating a project around something. The scope of the project was very large in that I could do anything I wanted to do. So something I was interested in that I could really create a long-term goal with. And I chose the Jetoj music series and created it and really curated it through that class because I was seeing kind of an issue with classical music and sort of a conflict with myself in that as a classical musician, many people talk about wanting to be in an orchestra. That's all they audition for. That's all they want. And I was not interested in doing that. So for me, that was a big issue. Most students talk about wanting to be in an orchestra, trying to figure out how to, land their first job. And I was just way more interested in chamber music and solo music. And I wanted to create something that allowed me to pursue that dream, and that was a way for me to connect with the real world. It's very hard in music, in classical music specifically, to follow what's going on in real life events, because classical music is, as far as I'm concerned, the only discipline that does not follow and change as the times change. And that's problematic for me. That's pretty problematic. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I was going to be doing that while also holding close to, I'm classically trained. I've been playing for over 20 years, and I wanted to keep that work that I had done, all the technique I had learned, all the Bach I had played, all the chamber music that I had played, all of the repertoire that I had spent so much time working on that was geared towards honing on skills to ideally become a professional orchestra musician, which I wasn't interested in. So that's how Jetoj began, and it has evolved several times through the years, but my mission is really just to make music accessible and to be shared with everyone, and that the music that's being played is inclusive and, is not just a specific 7 composers or 10 composers, that we're really thinking outside of what's been usually done. Not because, not just to be different, but as a reaction to, okay, now there's a lot more faces in the world in classical music and a lot more stories, and we want to share them. So that's where I started. I'm a cellist. As I mentioned before, I started at age 6, and I've gone through many stages with cello, but as I approached college age, just was really realizing that I couldn't imagine doing anything else, and that's what brought me here. So I hope that you will see our live streams and that you're able to be a part of this journey with me and with my team. This year it's an entire team of females, which is, it's great. It's, the musicians that are in Chicago that I love to work with. Really thankful for the work that they're doing and that they're willing to just kind of jump on this train with me and explore new parts of classical music and new composers and new venues and new ways to engage audiences, and that they're willing to go on video. That's pretty uncommon. So thank you for watching, and I will see you, I'm sure, again soon.